3, 4, and my computer is starting to become a nude again. A MacBook nude. I'm not playing on a MacBook nude. My FPS may seem bad, but my computer is old and it's trash. But, anyways, do you see the new armor upgrade? I now have a combat vest instead of a webbing. And I have a backpack on. Look at that. And some helmet upgrades too, but nobody cares about the helmet upgrades. So, now today, this is going to be a bit of a different video from normal. So, today I'm going to be showing you how to turn this house right here. A lot of you might say that this house looks pretty good, and I could agree it looks alright, but it's pretty dull, you know? Doesn't really look that special. It's just nothing really special. So today I'm going to show you how to turn this pretty normal house right here into a Minecraft masterpiece. Let's begin. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is windows. Of course, every house needs windows. You can break this open, if that's, yeah, you know. You can place some windows here. So, a lot of people just do this, where they place normal glass. You can do this, which looks a bit, gives the house a bit more depth. And what I like to do is this. That gives it a hell lot of depth. So, now you're going to want to grab some trapdoors. If you have one of these, you're going to want to grab some trapdoors. You can place them around like this. You can even place them on the side, like that. As you can see, looks way better. And you can also do this. So you can grab a flower pot. I'm going to actually remove that because that looks better. And then a flower. I can grab a cornflower. And I can stick it in that. So you can see that already looks way better. I can now grab some buttons. I actually wrote buttons, not button. And I can place those like that. As you can see, that window looks way better. You could even place them up here if you really want to go overboard. But, yeah. Actually, it looks pretty good. I'm sorry. You could also put like some other details, but I think that this is pretty good actually. This looks pretty nice. I'm just going to do this on the entire building. So, already, this house looks way, way, way better. Just with these little windows. And, of course, the next part is very clear. You need a door for your house. Every house needs a door. Every single house in this world needs a door. So, we're gonna add a door. And you can even do special designs for a door. And I actually have no idea where to put it, but I can put it right here. So, it's very simple to just put a door like this. Like this. But you shouldn't do that. Or you can do it if you want. But I recommend you do this and put a block down there. If you want to go, like literally crazy, you can do some details. This is not that crazy and over the top, but you can place some stairs like that. And then if you want to go completely overboard, you can place buttons too to make a mouth, basically. If you don't want to make a mouth, you can just, yeah, it looks pretty good. So, now we've done a door. You could also do, like, you know, another door at the back here. That looks kind of like the same. That looks kind of similar, you know. You can do that. And as you can see, house already looks a bit better with the doors. So let's move on to the next thing you can do. The next thing you can do in this is interior. And everyone knows that you can do interior. But we're going to start simple. We're just going to swap out the floor to make it look better. You could even like remove this. I actually kind of like that, so I'm going to keep it there. But I'm going to remove these. And then as you can see here, you got yourself a nice area for a little loft. So, you know, this is going to be kind of like a creative mode only thing, but I'm actually going to give myself a barrier. It's very easy to just type that if you're on PC edition or if you're on Java. Just type that and get some of those, some barrier blocks. You might wonder, what am I doing with this? But then grab a ladder, and then you can place this ladder on those barrier blocks, and you can make it look, well, better. You can make it look way better instead of just having like blocks there. But that does require creative mode, so you might not want to do that, because I know some people are trying to do this in survival, and that won't work in survival, and you can't get a barrier block in that game mode. So you might not want to do that if you're in survival, because that's technically cheating. I think the people on the Hermitcraft server would still find some weird way to do it, but I don't really care. So, okay, maybe not on Hermitcraft. 2B2T, yeah, sure. But you actually have to use creative mode for that, so it might be a little bit bad for some people who don't want to use creative mode. But as you can see, this already looks way better. And up here, you could actually maybe change it so if you want to put a bed there, you can change it. Don't worry, you can still go up the ladder, but then you can just place a bed and actually have a place to sleep. So I'm going for a white bed because a lot of people are going to probably have white beds up there, and yeah. So you got a bed up there, and as you can see, oh, missed this when I was building it. That's kind of idiotic, but as you can see, if you look in, there's actually stuff in the house now, which is great because it looks way better. And you could put some more blocks into like some places for like flower pots. Flower pots, you know. Maybe like some chairs. You could just have like a chair, maybe, on the table. That can work. This is, of course, very simple, and it's pretty easy to replicate, so, yeah. This is not like the most... I could make a really hard tutorial that's, like, impossible to replicate, but this is probably the most simple... kind of how simple as this decorating thing gets. Make sure to put signs or item frames on them. You could do a bunch of stuff. You could put item frames on them to have even more stuff in them, but that's kind of like harder than what some people want. So if you take an item frame, this is completely possible in survival, by the way, and then you make a pressure plate, you can actually make a pretty nice little design here. So you place that. Oh wait, you actually need a birch pressure plate. You gotta, of course, have these in the game. So you yeah, that looks pretty alright. So what you should do is you should put something in this, like a block. And then, I'm actually gonna take a oak pressure plate. So I'm gonna take an oak pressure plate, and I'm gonna place that there. As you can see now, it has a bit of a cool design. And yeah, if you maybe don't want the pressure plate there, you can just place food. Like you could take some bread, maybe, for example. You could put it on the plate. Like, that looks really good. You know, for just a pretty simple build. And that's, you can actually put carpets, of course. Carpets, white carpets. I like to take white carpet because I like white. It's one of my favorite colors. So you can put some white carpet there. Any type of carpet, of course. Just some carpet, you know, just to give it more of like an aesthetic. So that's the interior. Of course, you can make it look even nicer if you wanna, but this is a simple tutorial. I'm not gonna go completely overboard. So let's move on. The next thing is, of course, outdoors decoration. So what you want to do for this is you want to grab a shovel and you want to do some pathing. Actually, have messed that up. So you're gonna want to keep pathing. Oh, I can't control my. It's too laggy. I don't know why. But I can do this now, and I can kind of just, make a path, which actually doesn't look too bad. And now you can actually do some more stuff here. You can grab some bone meal. You can just start planting around to make it look like it's actually in nature, This is a very easy way of planting. You could, of course, do it more realistically. But, yeah. And another thing you could do is fencing. And I'm going to just get some fence here. You could, of course, take any material. You could mix this house up any way. This is not a complete tutorial. These are just some tricks, And you could, of course, add more to fences than just having fences. Like, you could have... I'm going to show you... I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm going to show you stuff that you can do. I can just put some fences around here. Yeah, You could have some fences, Now you could do even more with fences. You could put some... Maybe some stairs like that. Yeah, looks pretty good, I guess. So they have, like, some slabs. And if you want to go completely over, you can go logs. And you might have seen this on my farm build, because I have that on my farm. And then you place one of those. It's not that overboard, but it's pretty alright. Kind of advanced, but it doesn't really get more advanced than that. It's kind of just, some more details, so it looks like a fence. Like, there are actually some things holding the fence up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, with this stage completed, we are now going to move on to another stage of this thing here. Yeah, next stage. Alright, so this stage is going to be about gardens. You're going to want to do a garden like this. You could do like some fences going out like that. And you can just do some random fences. Like this. Some pretty normal stuff. You can grab some more bone meal, and if this is on a flat world and stuff, you can just plant that around. Of course, you can do that. And you can actually put some signs up too if you wanna, so I'm probably gonna do that. And I'm gonna put my little sign right here, and it's gonna say I'm so bad. Lotus house. Lotus house. And you can of course do your name, but you don't have to put the sign there. I mean, do whatever you want. And yeah, so this is basically like an extremely simple garden. Now you can actually go grab some water, if there's water near you and stuff. You could put a water bucket. Oops, no! Oh, I'm so bad at this. Oh, I put a water. Oh no! I'm such an idiot. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I am probably the most idiotic person, and I want you, editor, whoever you are, sent from. I mean, you know what? You know what? Forget it. Forget that ever happened. Diamond hoe, boats and hoes. Yeah, so forget that happened, guys. That totally didn't happen. I totally didn't, like, wreck my own build there. Yeah, let's move on. So, You can of course put a path going up into your house from this side here. You can do a little farm right here. And yeah, this looks pretty nice. So you can do this. And yeah, you can plant stuff here. You got some, could even put some random stuff here. I could actually move my sign. Lotus house. And if it's on a server, just put, please don't grieve. If you're on the server, of course, you could just put your house in a sign and please don't grieve. So you could also, of course, put some like a table and some chairs, of course, out here. That looks pretty alright. Some signs on it. Yeah, and this looks pretty alright. This little thing right here. Put like a flower pot on it. You can see. Now that's the garden stage completed. Basically, the final stage. So, alright, let's move on. Alright guys, so this is going to be the last stage of this project. So this stage is going to be about simple details, that some people may not really include. And it's basically just doing this stuff. The boring stuff, basically. Basically the boring stuff, just the signs on here, the stuff that a lot of people wouldn't bother to do, but it makes it look so good if you do it. So this one is basically just up to you, This is basically up to you if you want to do this or not. So I guess that stage is completed. Waiting for day pay is kind of boring. You should be turning up very shortly here. Oh, hi!
Hello.
Oh, look, you've ascended. Do you see my upgrade?
Yeah, that's
Armor
nice.
upgrade.
Oh, yeah, cool. Go upgrade.
Thanks. So I just did a tutorial, or maybe not really a tutorial, but a little bit of a tips and tricks video on how to build on how to build a house in Minecraft. So this is it right here. I'm going to show you the inside. You can open the door right here.
Ah, cozy. Oh, here you can sit and eat bread.
Yeah. You can go up here. This is your little bed up here.
Wow. Oh, there's a little, what do you call that in English? I don't know.
Loft, my guy.
Bed, lofty thing.
Yeah. You can go out here. This is my little garden area. And it says, Lotta's house, please do not grieve. Well,
look at that.
This is only if it's on a server, of course, and yeah. So I did some different stages to this house right here, and you can open the door. You can go in, of course. This is a little cozy little starter base for all your starter needs. All right, Depe?
Yeah.
I guess thanks for watching. We're gonna go back to our farm that we showed in one video. Let's do it. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.
Later, boys and girls.